show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, welcome. I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Up Close and Personal with the Queen on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I tell you, it's always an honor and a privilege to be able to be in the midst, to be able to be in the house. I have truly enjoyed getting to know these amazing authors and to share their brand and to share what they are doing in 2025. I tell you, the authors that I have come in contact with so far, they are definitely some authors to watch in 2025. And I'm not expecting anything shy of tonight. So I want you guys to grab your pens, your notebooks, and get ready to take some notes because I know she's dropping some nuggets on tonight. So I want you guys to brace yourself as I bring my amazing guest in the studio. Y'all, come on, as we bring her in the studio. Let's welcome her to the studio.
Hello, hello. How are you today? Absolutely not. Hello, everyone. As she alluded to, I am Rachel L. Gary. I am an inspirational coach and author, looking to and have an opportunity to share some great things that are going on in 2025.
So I know a lot of people they hear that word author and they get scared because a lot of people want to publish. They want to become an author. So I want to dive into your journey. How did you come up with your individual writing niche? How did you come up with that thing that allowed you to be able to express?
Great question. I would say, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your story that's in you. The creativity that's in you will come out differently than the creativity came out in me. So I'll tell a little bit about what made me decide to be an author and a little backstory about why I decided to write my book. And at
Yes,
this point, now it's books with an S. So
yes.
being an author, I would just say is really about finding your creativity. I write about self growth through lifelong stories. So that's how I deliver my message to the world. And that message is received has been received widely in a very positive way. Um, but everyone takes the opportunity to develop those things differently. So for me, I've been writing poetry since I was a kid. So my nickname, so you guys gonna hear first here. My nickname is Legend. So and that comes from the poetry that I used to recite on stage. And at 12 years old, I won a couple of contests, and my cousins named me Legend. So my creativity sparked at that point. How I took my creativity for writing poetry into writing a book, totally different genre. And the easiest way I would say is that I'm very disciplined. I sat down and took time and put together a plan of what I wanted to accomplish by when, and I began to write. So that's how I started writing Forged in Fire from Ashes to Empowerment, which is a book that's out currently.
Wow. So when you started doing poetry, what was your inspiration behind poetry in that avenue? Because here recently, that has been something that I've really been passionate about. I just
Hmm.
did a 3-book series. It's like everything for the last 2-3 years has been around poetry. I actually have six books, three series of poetry. Not just me by
Awesome.
myself, but collaborations. I think the last one there was 40 poets that shared inside of that book. So, what has been your
Awesome.
inspiration?
Okay, as far as poetry, I was inspired by my environment and things on an everyday basis. So, what I am one of these people who I'm very empathic. So, life experiences, people, and what they're doing affect me affect me deeply. For me to get all of that emotion from inside of me, I started writing poetry. And my ability to read, I said this, I read probably 100 books a year, and I've been reading that way since I was a kid. So I felt that the easiest way was for me to get those words out on paper. And a little known fact about me is when I was a kid, I stuttered really badly. However, when I was doing poetry, I didn't have those same issues. So for poetry, I could express myself, and I embodied a different person. I was a different person for poetry. So so for me, that was my way of getting those emotions from within me and bringing them to the world.
And believe it or not, I stuttered too.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yes. And since I've been doing, it's not been as bad since I've been doing podcasting. I've been doing it now for almost 5 years. It's gotten better.
Awesome.
It's gotten better. But wow. So I see that you have several books out. Um,
Yes,
and I also see that you have been a empowerment and inspirational person. You've been doing this now for 25 years. You've been pouring into people and just
absolutely,
leading the way. Um, so I'm excited to have you a part of this 100 author movement. What
absolutely.
encouraged you to join this and be a part of this?
I'm big on celebration and inclusion and working with great people. And I will say that I definitely appreciate you guys welcoming me with open arms and just sharing tidbits of nuggets of information. And I will say this: I was I was more inspired by the fact that I was nominated, and I was nominated to be part of the 100 authors. That was very, to me, was it was I won't say a validation. It was actually like a moment of clarity that I am on my path. I am moving on my mission, and my purpose is to inspire other people to find success in their lives and grow to be the CEO of your life. So that's what my mission is. So as you alluded to, for the 25 years, so I've been in leadership for 25 years in different faucets. I started my career at $7 an hour, and when I left my corporate job a couple of about a year ago, I was making multiple six figures, and I felt that that was an achievement of self. But how do I give that back to other individuals? So throughout my whole career, I built leaders. I built individuals, and I won't say I built. I collaborated with people who are ready to grow, and with that collaboration, we were able to find them or put them on a path of their success. So that's what inspired me to decide to be an inspirational leader, because I'll tell people I have a roadmap. Now, all of us will walk that path differently, but the end result is that we're looking for success, empowerment, and guidance along the journey. And someone to help you when you're tripping over your things in your life, someone who's been there before, is a lot easier to have a conversation than trying to figure it all out by yourself.
It's always good to have that support system. I tell you,
Absolutely.
it's nothing like
Absolutely.
having that support system. What are a couple of things that you would like to take away from being a part of this movement? I know we expect certain things, but what do you specifically want to take away? just one thing that you would like to leave saying, because I'm gonna tell you, me, like you, I am an encourager, I'm an inspirer. I live by these, well, there's several acronyms that I live by, but three that was dropped in my spirit a couple of years ago, and that was the E3 experience: educate, empower, and encourage. And everybody that come in my
Mm,
presence, I want them to leave feeling that they have experienced the ultimate E3 experience. And that's in
awesome.
anything. If it's being on a podcast, if it's coming to one of our live events, if it's a virtual event, whatever it is, I feel like there's always an opportunity to educate somebody. There's always an opportunity to empower them. And there's always an opportunity to encourage them to stay on that journey. And I see that you are
Absolutely.
doing that.
Absolutely. And I would say that that is probably the main purpose of me wanting to be with like-minded individuals. I have a big thing about pouring into you and surrounding yourself with positive energy, positive people, and positive things. And very similar to what you said, like as I said, of what I made mention about being the CEO of your life, that's being clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. So every single one of us are a CEO. As soon as we take on the ownership and stop allowing things external of us to stop us, hold us back, because those are just obstacles. Those are just self things that we've thought about that are stopping us. And
Yes.
very similar to what you said, I have acronyms all over the place. So
Yes.
I have a thing about fear. Fear is just fake evidence appearing real. And
Yes.
and as far as I'm concerned, we have every tool in our toolkit right now to be successful because we've survived something in our lives, which is what
Yes.
Forged and Fire from Ashes to Empowerment is about. It's about surviving your fight, being understanding that once you're on the other side of it, you're a survivor. Now let's figure out the tools that are necessary for you to thrive.
Wow.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, us empowering each other, us supporting each other, and us
Mm-hmm.
saying, because there are so many authors, just as you said, there not only are there authors who are apprehensive about pouring into their pages on, I mean, pouring their information onto pages. You have authors who are, once they got the book ready and got it published, the next steps are where they have the hardest time. How do you
Mm-hmm.
get those words to resonate with another individual to get them to pick up your book and start reading? You can have the best story within that book, but if no one read it, no one knows. So that is what I think that you guys bring to the table. You bring a platform, not only a platform, an encouragement behind the scenes. Because I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys haven't seen their chats, man, the chats are awesome because you hear what is encouragement in the chats. So like as it was sick, everybody had words of encouragement. Everyone was ready to support the fact that you were sick. Like when you told me that you were ready to do the interview, I said, "Are you sure? Are you well? I can do it another day." Because and that is the feel that I got from every single person that was on the chat. That's what you want. You want those people that are behind you, around you, and with you that are pouring into you with positivity. And that's what I'm looking for from the group: positivity, and us all working together towards a common goal: success for everyone. Because I want everyone to know one thing: money is abundant. Just because one person sold their book, you can sell your book, and everyone can sell their books. These are money is energy. It's a current. It's a
Come on.
current. We exchange energy
Mm-hmm.
to get the current. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, your limitations on money are limited to the energy in which you will provide. So providing that positive energy brings a positive currents your way. So that's what I'm looking for the group. That positivity for us to encourage each other to find and grow success.
That's it.
Sorry, I got on my soapbox. I know how I am.
I mean, but those are nuggets that authors need to hear. Especially those authors that are having a hard time, because like you say, we publish those books, we get those books out there, but how do you get them in those hands of those readers? Like how do you
Absolutely.
get them in, how do you get them overseas? Like I know individuals. I know I love opening up my royalty thing, and it got another symbol on there besides the U.S. dollar. I love seeing those symbols. When I can see those symbols on there, then I feel like I've done something that I'm supposed to do on this journey. So
Absolutely.
that's what we're trying to do over here, is to show people. And I'm one of those people. You know, a lot of people say, you always people always wanting something for free. It's not that people always wanting something for free. You if there you can put value. What may be low class or free to somebody, if you can take that, because there are free features out there that I know get seen by thousands and thousands of people, because I've heard people tell me, I saw you in Shout Out Atlanta. Who would have thought? I just did it because. But who would have
Right.
thought? You know, so I take those opportunities, and every time somebody give them to me, guess what? They coming right over there to that chat that you say be jumping. That's the chat it's going to. So everyone,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, and anybody that truly know me, they know that there's nothing that come to me that I don't share. You know, if somebody want me to be on their show, they better believe that I got to bring somebody with me. You got to invite somebody else, or something like that. That's just how I am. So I truly embrace, you were nominated, and the individual that nominates you was an amazing individual. She is amazing. I love her with all my heart. She's like a big sister to me. Um
Absolutely.
and I the other three that she nominated, y'all come from an amazing program. I
Absolutely.
know that y'all were a part of the DAG Awards. I've heard so much. I have not had the opportunity to be a part of it yet, but I've heard so much about it from some of the authors that I'm connected to that have been a part of it. So I'm grateful for you guys being a part of this amazing movement.
Absolutely.
And I just look forward to working with you. I want you to tell those that are tuning in and listening, how can they get those books? How can they follow you? How can they support you?
I appreciate that. So how you can support me is making sure at the end of the day you're ready for success, because over here anything that I work on is about success. If you're ready, this is how you do it. Rachel L. Gary on any social media platform. You can go there for Rachel L. Gary, and my books are all located on my website, sayiampossible.com. So, because at the end of the day, there is nothing impossible. The word impossible does not exist. It says, I'm possible.
Wow, that's amazing. That is an amazing message, and I like that. Um, Definitely appreciate you coming by and sharing with us on tonight. I definitely don't want to keep you long. Is there anything that you would like to leave with those that are tuned in?
Okay, I do want to share something else I have on the horizon. So on the
Yeah.
horizon, in the next couple of weeks, I have been asked to be a radio DJ on My Radio Chicago. So be on the lookout. I will be asking for amazing guests, like the person who has me here today, to join me on a platform that I have the privilege that I was asked to join and bring inspiration. So currently, if you guys are listening, drop down there what the name of my show should be. It's going to be 7 to 9 a.m. on Wednesday mornings. That's what we talked about, Wednesday or Monday mornings. And I tell you guys a couple of my thoughts. I want to say, what's up, CEO? Or Wake Up CEO morning show. But drop in the comments, what should I name that show? Because right now, I am on the horizon to help other people find success. One person, one step at a time.
Or just
It's not about one day. It's about day one.
or just something you just said about the horizon. That would be good, because that is rising in the morning. That would be good too. It could be
Okay.
something about the horizon, or I like Wake Up CEO because that's your brand.
Yep. So as I said, I appreciate that. That's one vote for Wake Up CEO. Drop
You
it in
got
the chat,
two.
guys, so I can see it. And please
You
pass
got
on that
two.
information. Because I tell you, you'll see on my page where I'll talk about, I'll say which one I picked. And then you'll see my logo. We're creating a new logo brand just for the radio station. So I'm going to be on My Radio Chicago from 7 to 9 a.m. starting in 2 weeks. Be on the lookout for either What's Up CEO or Wake Up CEO morning show. Either way, you guys pick.
Well, you got 2 votes already for Wake Up CEO.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
What will it be, y'all? Y'all got to tune in. You got to follow to see. You got to follow to see. You have to follow to see. So make sure you go over and follow her. Follow her on Facebook, follow her on Instagram, follow her on all social media. But you got to follow her to see what it's going to be in 2 weeks. But make sure you tune in. Make sure you go over and support her. You can go over to her website, grab one of her books. Show some love, leave a review, let her know what you think about what she's poured out. I tell y'all, these writers have been pouring from their heart and their soul.
Absolutely.
They have been pouring out. And I want you guys to not just grab their books, but share with them, because what they want to hear the good, they want to hear the bad, because they want to grow. They want to be able to put out things that they know you guys are going to enjoy and that you guys are going to grow from. So leave the reviews. Give them your thoughts. Give them your honest thought. We want it. We don't. We're
not scared. We're not scared.
We're not.
We pour. When I pour my heart out, I sent my book to 12 people for my beta readers. So I do have a second book coming out in the next 45 days. So I'm still looking for beta readers. So that's the second thing. If you guys want to be a beta reader, drop it down there. Let me know. I'm looking for 6 more people to be a beta reader. So that means not only do you get to be a beta reader, you get to get a free copy. And what? You see it before anybody else sees it. But I'm asking for honest critiques, honesty, and you must do the review. You must let me know. I can't make it better or give people the best version of me without support. So I appreciate everything you guys give me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and sharing tonight. I truly appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
You as well. Feel better. I'm glad to see that you're back with us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I tell you, that 5 a.m. prayer definitely works, because I do a 5 a.m. prayer. We get up every morning at 5 a.m. And I tell you, this morning I was still sounding kind of rough, but by 9 o'clock it had started to clear up. So I thank God for that. But I definitely thank you for your time.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Have a great one.